Vishwamitra, he asked Janak, "Where is this great bow? Tell us about it." Ram had joined them at the time with Lakshman. And Janaka said that at one time, Lord Shiva, he gave as a gift this great bow to the demigods, and they gave it to my forefathers. This bow is so powerful that no man has ever even been able to lift it. He said, one day when I was watching my beautiful little daughter Sita cleaning, she lifted this bow and dusted under it and put it back. How is this possible? Even the greatest demigods, the greatest rakshasas, the greatest kings, they cannot lift it. And my little daughter lifted. So I vow that it will take the man who strings this bow to marry my daughter. But he said, unfortunately, I think my daughter will have to die a widow because there's no one in the whole universe that can lift this bow. Vishwamitra Muni said, but Ram can lift this bow. You bring it. So thousands of men had to drag this bow into the assembly. And thousands of people came into the arena to see. At that time, Ram, he effortlessly lifted the bow. And he pulled the string, and the bow cracked. And when this bow broke, it made such a tumultuous and thunderous sound that all the universe began to shake. At that time, the beautiful goddess Sita, whose heart was set, fixed on the lotus feet of Sri Ram, she put the garland of victory around his lotus neck. And this most beautiful and wonderful reunion of the Lord with his eternal consort brings great joy to the life of all devotees. You see, a devotee's pleasure is in giving Krishna pleasure, in giving Ram pleasure. The residents of Mithila, the residents of Ayodhya, and all great devotees of the Lord, they are constantly in transcendental bliss because their only pleasure is in seeing the pleasure of Ram. The perfection of life is to forget, what do I like, what do I want, what do I need, and to simply think in terms of what will please Ram. So to the extent we give up our own selfish interests in life and make our only pleasure pleasing Krishna, to that extent we become transcendental to all the miseries of this world. This is bhakti. Understand, the residents of Ayodhya and Mithila, they were not jnanis, they were not yogis, they were ordinary people. They had jobs, they were merchants, they were politicians, they were warriors, they were housewives, but they were the most fortunate and the most highly spiritually advanced. Why? Because their only pleasure in life was giving pleasure to Sita and Ram. The real message that we would like for everyone to understand is what is really of value in our life. To put aside all things that we consider valuable and strive for those things that Ram feels is valuable. It is said when you decorate the deity of the Lord, because you find such great pleasure in seeing Krishna's satisfaction, you lose all desire to decorate your own dying body. When you cook nice food for the pleasure of the Lord, you lose all desire to cook nice food for your own fastidious senses. When you work and offer as sacrifice the fruits of your actions for the pleasure of the Lord, you become indifferent to your own insatiable, lusty desires for more and more fame, more and more power, more and more prestige, more and more wealth. By watering the root of the tree, we become satisfied. Ram is the root. He is the root of all existence. So by hearing these transcendental pastimes of the Lord, let us understand how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is appearing in such a wonderful and attractive way, just so that we will be attracted to please Him, to serve Him, to glorify Him. And in the association of devotees, this message comes to life in our heart. So let us associate with devotees. Let us follow in the footsteps of the residents of Ayodhya and the residents of Mithila. And on this most holy day of Rama Navami, let us reconfirm our vows in life. Let us reconfirm the direction of life we want to strive for. Athapum vird vijasreshtash varnashrami vibhagashashvanusyatasya dharmasya samsatir haritosha. Whatever your occupation, whatever your position in society, the goal is to please Krishna, to please Ram. Even if the whole world hates you, if you please Ram, your life is perfect. But if the whole world glorifies you, but Lord Ram is not pleased, then your life is a useless waste. And what pleases the Lord more than anything else? In the age of Kali Yuga, it is described, Krishna Varnam Tvasa Krishnam Sangopangasha Parashadam Jagyai Sankirtana Prayaya Jantihi Sumetasa. By performing the sacrifice of attentively chanting the holy name, more than anything else, this gives pleasure to Krishna. It is so simple. You may say, why is He pleased by such a simple thing as me chanting His holy name? Because in Kali Yuga, that's the best you can do. To please Him the way they pleased Him in other yugas, it is impossible for you today. But if you simply chant attentively His holy name and associate with His devotees, there is nothing that will please Him more than this. It is an opportunity to please Lord Ramchandra. And on Ram's birthday we're dancing and chanting. So today is Ram's appearance day. So let us celebrate His coming into our lives on this most auspicious occasion by chanting His holy name, by dancing, and by remembering His mercy in our life.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on thesacredconnect.com.